Hi, Ginger. This is Kari Jobe.
Hello, Carrie. How are you today?
Hello. I'm doing good. I have the funniest thing.
Oh no.
I my interview right before this, I misread everything and I called him Ginger. He's like, "Well, my name is Jonathan, but I am supposed to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh no, I just called you Ginger. I'm sorry."
It's because
Oh,
I was on your mind. You just
I
couldn't
was just
help
so
it.
ready for my phone call with you. I just
It's, you just get so excited. I know you can't help
I know, it's
it.
just I was so pumped.
One of my
So,
first interviews with you, you had come off a cruise. It wasn't Caleb; it was a
oh.
different cruise, and we wouldn't quit cracking up because you kept saying, "But I don't know how it floats." Talking about the cruise ship,
No, I
I think
still
you were,
don't.
I think you were still like seasick or something,
I
and
think I was.
and we,
And I
uh,
had taken that, I
the
had put a patch
Dramamine or
on that
something.
week,
Yeah.
and I was all dizzy from that patch for 4 days.
I could tell, but it was so fun. It was just and then like the first time I think no, it's not the first time I interviewed, but I interviewed you at Winter Jam one year, and you came back to the break room in a trucker hat and sweats, and I was like, "Oh, please let me see that. Let me show everybody this Kari Jobe." And you're like, "No, no, no, no pictures, audio
I
only."
love it. I love it.
uh,
I've gotten over that now because it's just kind of what I wear a lot now. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
it's so adorable, though. Oh,
I
it's
love it.
Well, I'm so glad to talk to you yet again. I'm so glad you're coming back to Michigan,
Yeah,
so you'll be
me
at
too.
Northridge Church again. My friend Lori Kennedy always works your tours, so she'll be
Yes, she's
back.
here with us now. That's awesome.
Yep, she is a dear, dear friend of mine. I do see you had to cancel your concert tomorrow because of the
We
hurricane.
do. I
Oh my
know. Of
gosh.
all the places, we were
In
going to literally
Texas.
be in Corpus Christi.
Yeah, like home
So yeah,
state. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I
Well,
know. It's
I hope nothing is going on in November when you're here. You'll be here at Northridge and Plymouth on the 9th of November and then again on the 12th in Grand Rapids. So I'm excited. You'll be there with your husband, Cody Carnes.
that's right. We're excited, and it'll be fall in Michigan, and I think that's going to be so gorgeous.
Yeah, the weather will be just crisp and you'll have pretty colors and
Yes.
that's the best
Oh, I'm
time.
excited.
It'll
That's
literally
awesome.
it'll you could take some really great like photo shots outside, during that time.
Awesome. We'll have to
Well,
rent a car and just go for a drive. That
oh
sounds
yeah,
amazing.
especially up north. If you the farther you drive up north, the slower they change, so you can still see more fall up
Oh,
north. It's really pretty.
awesome. Yes,
Well,
awesome.
we're excited, and I noticed not only do you have your new album out, but Cody has an album that you can pre-order now.
That's
So
right.
it's coming
Yes.
out on the 15th of next month. So everybody
Yeah.
look out for Cody's album as well. I'm sure you'll be
Yes.
um, letting people know about that and selling those at your concerts, right? For
Yeah,
the
we
garden.
are.
Okay.
We are. I think he's got something on the table, and then, yeah, by the time we come to Michigan, the full
The
thing will
full
be
album
out.
will
So
be
that's
out.
exciting. Yeah.
Well, this is just an incredible album. I love the premise behind the garden, not the tragedy, but that you took something
Yeah.
very tragic and turned it in such a beautiful story. And I love the part I read about you seeing the ivy in your garden.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing. I'm a mom of three adult kids, so those
Yeah.
stories hit me so hard. It's such a beautiful, and I love Heal Our Land. That's become my new favorite off the new album.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
there's
you.
some just every time I hear your voice, I think if you were singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, I would get in a state of worship. Like
You're so kind.
it's
That's
the
awesome.
voice. It's the voice, and it's so cute. It's such an adorable voice. But so there's something different though with this tour. You're doing some worship workshops with some of the dates, right?
Yes, we are. We're hanging out just with some worship leaders and their teams and stuff on some of these cities. So that's been really fun, just pouring into them and not that we have all the wisdom in the world, but just sharing what God's done and just encouraging each other. I think has been really the most special part of those workshops. So
And do
very,
people
very fun.
sign up ahead of time for that if they want to be
Yeah,
a part of it? Okay.
yeah, totally.
And everything about this new album seems to be like hope and like pouring back into
Mhm.
your soul. And I think this is like, like the perfect time for this album to have come out. If ever we needed to hear songs like Heal Our Land, and
Mhm.
just to be refreshed in our soul from things that are going on.
Amen. Yeah.
What has been some of the, has this been a little different reactions? Have you had some really like neat reactions to this album, like that you were
Yeah.
hoping people would hear?
Yeah, I think what's been really special about this album is um it's not that I think I'm just more aware now of just people and their stories, and so many people walk through traumatic experiences or just things that just kind of knock the air out of your lungs, and in those moments I think we really see where we are spiritually with our relationship with God, and we can be kind of like, wow, I didn't know my heart was going to react that way. Or we can also be like, I'm really proud of my heart for responding in worship, or responding in saying, God, yet will I praise you, yet will I trust you. And so I think that's been like the most special part for me, is just hearing people, and to know that my family is not alone in the pain that we've walked through, but that so many people have walked through similar things. And to just help each other, and to just say, this is what God's done for us, and this is some things God's done, the miraculous things we've seen. It gives you the hope to keep hanging on and to trust God that he's going to do that for you as well. And so it's just been very special.
And the fact that you're a mommy now, like it totally
Hmm.
changes your perspective, doesn't it? Like
Oh, yeah.
you can just like every roller coaster ride, it doesn't look like, oh man, that looks fun. You think, oh my gosh, that is so not safe.
Right. Oh, yeah. Even like there's this bed on this bus that we have right now, and it's so tall. And so I won't let him, scoot off of it by himself. And he's so mad about it because he likes to do it by himself.
Yeah,
Like, but you'll hurt yourself. He doesn't understand.
it's like I just see a fun obstacle and you're in my way.
Right. Yeah, this is fun, Mom. Why you keep like picking me up and putting me on the floor?
I love the name Canyon. So Canyon Carnes. I
Yeah.
I think if he ever wants to go into country music, he's got the name.
Yes, that's very true. He does.
Well, Cody
And
does too.
naming him an
Oh
outdoorsy
yeah,
kind of name. He loves to be outdoors.
isn't that
I'm like, I should
funny?
have seen that coming.
That's so, and and also too, I love the beautiful aspect around why when you were talking about his name being like canyons are formed out of storms.
Right,
And
right,
that storm that you were going through with your sister and her tragedy. And
right.
I know I was pregnant as at the same time that a friend of mine, not a family member, but a
Yeah,
friend, and every time I got excited about the next event,
yeah,
crawling or whatever,
yeah,
it was always tempered, with
yeah.
everything she was going through. And I know that
Right.
they don't want you to feel that way, but you just can't help it.
Right. Yeah, I do think about that a little bit. And what's really been sweet is just she celebrates him so much, and he's been such a gift to her. I mean, she has a 4-year-old as well, so that's been a really, really beautiful thing that the Lord, she didn't walk through this completely alone. But man, it's just been, you have to really ask the Holy Spirit, like, is this okay to talk about today, or is this a sensitive day for her? Or,
Yeah.
that I'm very mindful of that.
But then also too, it's the people are going to be worshiping to a song and an album that this came out of, and that's always going to be special for you guys,
Right.
that meaning. And
Right.
um, I
Yeah.
I'm just excited about this album. Can't wait to see you again in November, and get ready for some cool weather and some pretty trees, and just excited to come see, especially since Lori comes when you come. I get to see my friend
Yes,
Lori when she
good.
comes. So, um,
Yay.
well, thank you for spending time with me, and thank you for thinking you were interviewing me for the last couple of interviews. I feel very
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, well, thank you.
All right. Well, you have a blessed time, and I'm sorry about your tour date tomorrow, but
I
have
know.
a
I'm
blessed
more
time.
sorry for the people in Corpus Christi, so I'm just praying they're safe and and that the Lord gives them strength as they're fleeing their
And it's such
homes.
a
So,
beautiful area, isn't it?
oh
I'm
man,
from Texas
yeah.
too. I didn't know if you remember that, but I'm from Dallas
Oh,
area.
that's right.
So
Yeah,
yeah, so I know how I had a cousin that used to live in Corpus, and they moved away because of that, And
yeah.
it's
It's
with
too
all that beauty
risky.
comes that terrifying
Yeah,
aspect
yeah,
too. So
yeah.
yeah, with a lot of beauty comes painful stuff like that. So
Mm,
yeah, I'm praying for them too, because I have relatives on there that are always saying, you know, no, I know everything that happens to weather in Texas. My mom, if no
yeah,
one else, my mom will always keep me abreast to what's going on in
yeah. My
Texas.
mom too.
Yeah,
I
no
love
matter
that.
where I am, she'll say, "Oh my gosh, it's storming." I'm like, "I'm in Michigan.
It
I'm
is.
good."
That's awesome. That's
Well,
awesome.
have a blessed day, Carrie, and I
You
will see you in
too.
November.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.